So we're on C now. I'm not going to write this one because it's relatively straightforward. This is just a knowledge-based question. So let's have a look at it. You've got to use your own examples and we've got to describe, so make it clear what these examples are and this theory is. We've got to describe two different types of practice. So again, this is stuff you've done in class. It's not thinking of random stuff. What are the different types of practice we can use if we're trying to get better at spiking in volleyball or running or whatever it is? So let's have a quick look at the mark scheme. It's only worth 2 marks, so you just need to say what one is or identify one and then use an example. So if I take you to this here, down at the bottom, we've got 4 different types actually. We've got distributed, massed, fixed, also sometimes known as drill, and then we've got variable practice, and the one that nobody picked up on was mental practice, where you visually rehearse things, you imagine them before you do them. So that could be a gymnast, for example, before she gets up onto a piece of equipment, or a golfer before they make a putt. They might visualize what they're going to do and where it's going to go. So the other 4 types, I feel like this question wasn't answered well and we had confusion about the different types of practice. So let me make this really simple. Yes, you can read the mark scheme, feel free to pause, but distributed practice is when we have breaks. It's intervals or breaks. It's not repeated practice over and over again. So what would an example be? Well, they've got something here about having a walking recovery after completing a sprinting set. It could be also maybe doing like 10 layups, then having a rest, then doing another 10 layups, having a rest. It's anything where the practice is in intervals. Massed practice is the opposite. So these two are the opposite. This is where you continue to practice. Maybe this could be something like swimming for 1,000 metres in any way that you like. It's a continuous activity, a continuous drill or swim. Notice that these can be the same. A type of practice, it doesn't have to just be one, it could be more than one at the same time. If I say I want you to swim freestyle for 1 kilometre, that's massed and it's fixed. If I say I want you to swim 1,000 metres using 3 or more strokes, then that's got an element of what we call varied practice, which is this one here. Variable practice is where we change the practice to make it more lifelike, more real, like game scenarios. So instead of just shooting from the free throw line over and over again, we might shoot from anywhere in and around the 3-point line towards the basket. That would be variable practice. So yeah, like we said, fixed is often also described as drill, and it's where things don't change. You might put cones out and ask your footballers to dribble in and out of the cones and then have a shot. And that would be an example of a drill where the situation doesn't change until you move the cones.